SuperTalk Mississippi media production. Pike County, here comes your morning show. Dave in the morning on 93.5 FM, SuperTalk Mississippi.
So now, understand, you're not going to dictate to me what I do and what I don't do, but I'm still the mayor, Mr. Brown.
None of this meeting is recorded. None by any party. Correct?
No, sir, mine is recorded. I'm being accused.
Any contact.
Said I want to make it on record. I want the allegations in writing, or the accused, or on recording of this harassment.
And now, here's your host, Dave Hughes.
Good morning on a Thursday. Got a little bit of a nip in the air out there. We'll take it. I mean, it's the end of October. If it wasn't starting to get cool, I'd get worried, right? Well, it is Thursday, and that means it is North Pike Thursday. And we have with us today, right now, they're in the planning stages of being some of the spookiest people on the campus at North Pike at any of the locations. We have the lovely, talented, and extremely harried Kristi Bird. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
And we have Coach Terrell Anderson, who is really trying to avoid thinking about basketball 24/7 right now. Instead, he's got to focus on the spooky sprint. How you guys doing?
Doing
great, great. Glad to be here.
Haven't seen either one of you in a while. It feels
Yes,
like.
sir.
Now, it is spooky sprint time. For those of you that don't know what that is, I'm going to let Miss Bird explain it. I know what it is. We've talked about it for years, but...
Well, it's tonight. It's our 12th annual spooky sprint. Our students raise money to support our school, and we make it fun by having a 1 mile fun run at the school. The kids dress up in costumes and wear their tennis shoes and have a good time racing through the hallways.
With their costumes on.
With their costumes on, yeah, yes.
Now, Coach, let me ask you, it does bring up a question because we were talking very briefly before we went on the air about how basketball season's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting geared up for that. Are you scouting any of these elementary kids as they're running around and going, oh, that one, I need to go talk to them?
All the time, not just doing spooky sprint time. I do it when they out at recess and PE.
Right.
You know, I'm asking the teachers, and they actually helping me out. Hey, Coach, we got one to maybe play for you after a while. So,
do you pay attention if you see them wadding up pieces of paper and throwing them at the garbage can, and they hit about 3 or 4 in a row, and you're like, come here.
Oh, yeah. Even when they doing the little form shooting in the hallway, sometimes I had to stop it. Like, you had to correct it, put that elbow up underneath, and so it's always, one of those moments for me.
Well, everything is a learning experience. Everything is a growth experience at North Pike. That's the way it works. Now, this is an elementary thing, right, Kristi?
It is right. Yeah, that's right. We do this at the elementary. Each campus has their own fundraisers and different things that they do throughout the year. And this is a very big fundraiser for us. We do this in the fall, and then in the spring we have what we call Jaguar Jam, which is kind of like a end of the year field day, fun day for the kids. That's a fundraiser for us too. So, but this is just the lower elementary, kindergarten through 4th grade that does the spooky sprint.
And I'm sure it was a very hard sell to get them on board. You're going to get to put on a Halloween costume and run. Lower elementary, yes. Boy, that's their wheelhouse, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, and they love. We do have the track that they're going to run is through the hallways, and so that always is a lot of fun. They talk about that, getting to do that, and it's funny, they're even hesitant, like, we're going through here, and so all the teachers come, and they're the cheerleaders, and they get the kids going, so it's always a lot of fun for everybody.
Do the teachers also dress up?
Some
of them do dress up. Yeah. They have pom poms and little signs and things, and
mostly cheerleading.
Yeah, a lot of cheerleading. Yeah. And we're very fortunate that the high school works with us on this, and we have their cheerleaders that come. The Geek Squad, the soccer team helps with them running, and so it does take everybody to do it, but at the same time, it is just for the lower elementary. Yeah.
And this has got to be something that they look forward to, especially if they participated in previous ones, because it's kindergarten through fourth grade. Some of these kids, this is the fourth time they've gotten to do that.
That's right, yeah. Yes. And we do give out prizes. They get first, second, and third place trophies and medals and those kinds of things. So it is kind of like, they enjoy the fun of it too, but also being able to win something at the end, yeah.
And that's what it all boils down to, is the achievement, accomplishing something. Yes. And Coach, that's one thing that I want to ask you about, because, and Kristi, I know you understand all of this as well. It's important to set goals for kids, but it's important to kind of encourage that competitive spirit sometimes too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and in this spooky sprint, it gets very competitive.
Oh, I'll bet.
We have kids, when they finish up at the end of the race, you have some I've seen crying because they, came in a certain position. But we try to tell them it's all about having fun and, mingling with each other and just competing. But it's very competitive at the end of the day.
Well, it's competitive because you're handing out first, second, and third place trophies. That's what right. Everybody wants, that trophy, which is a great life lesson, I think, because that's the way the world works.
Oh, yeah. Look, these kids love it. My kids are in 9th and 10th grade, and they participated when they was in school there, and they still talk about it. I sure wish I could participate in Spooky Sprint again.
That's what I was about to ask, because I mentioned that for some of these kids, it's their fourth year to do it. It's also their last year to do it, the fourth graders. And boy, do you ever have them come back and express some regret?
Yes, yeah. Well, and my own personal child, I've got one that's in 5th grade this year, so this will be her first year not to be able to do it. And she's talked about how she was like, I'm going to go, and I was like, well, you're just going to be a cheerleader because you can't participate this year. So that, and two, my oldest participated when she was in lower elementary, and now she's old enough to come back and be part of the Geek Squad and the soccer team and those things. So she's able to help the kids now, and I know the kids love coming back and doing that.
Well, it's another life lessons, because it's not often you can get across the point to a 5th grader that getting old stinks. But this is a great example of it,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's the way it works. So this money that's being raised, what are you raising money for specifically?
Well, all the funds are given back to the school in some way. The PTO actually puts this on. So the PTO uses that money to support the teachers throughout the months of the school year. And then a large donation is given back to the school to help the students. And the students are benefiting from that. This past year, they built an outdoor classroom on the playground. So the teachers are able to take their classrooms out there. There's tables, chairs, a podium. They're able to do their work out there. We've got a little sign-up sheet that the teachers sign up to go out there, so they're not, out there all at the same time. They've purchased playground equipment before, all kinds of things. But every penny of it is given right back to the school and the teachers.
Then last year, we got the new sign.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did. We've got a new marquee sign outside the school that was purchased last year also.
Yeah. And those aren't cheap. So that,
Oh, yes, right. Well, last year we raised $27,000 off of this one fundraiser.
Wow.
Yeah, so... fingers crossed we're going to surpass that this year. And I'm not sure exactly what the plans are, but I know it will be something that will benefit everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and I have to assume, just knowing how fundraisers work, The event is today.
Yes.
It's still not too late to support it, is it?
Oh, it is not. No. We'll take your money. We'll take your money.
I'll give you a secret. They'll take your money tomorrow. They'll fudge the date on the submission form. It's no problem.
Yeah. It's not too late to participate. If a parent didn't turn in a permission form for them to be able to run, their child to be able to run this afternoon, registration starts at 4:45. The first race starts at 5:30. And we would love everyone to come out and support our students and our school. There will be a trunk or treat. That's part of the high school. Kids come in. The Geek Squad puts on a trunk or treat for the kids. So there will be candy given out. We've also got Scoops Italian Ice coming to sell Italian ice, and the Rustic Magnolia food truck will be there.
Yeah, so you can
serving
eat
food.
something.
Yeah, so you can get your dinner and you can get your candy, and the kids can have a fun time, and
you don't have to worry about going home cooking.
Yes, that's right.
Well, and more importantly, there will be a little rough period between when you leave and when bedtime lowers like a boom on them after an afternoon of sugar and running around like an idiot, which is the job of a child. Come on, guys. That's what you're supposed to be doing at that age. They're going to be a little hyped up when they get home, but boy, when they go to bed, they're done.
They will be done.
You won't have to worry about them for the rest of the night. It'll be over at that point because they're going to get it all out of their system at the Spooky Sprint today. It's a fantastic idea. I've been going for 12 years. And I think I've asked this before. It's been several years back. How did this get started? Who came up with this idea?
I was thinking about that earlier this morning. I have no idea. This is my 16th year at North Pike. So it started after I came, but I'm not real sure exactly who came up with it first. But we appreciate whoever that was. If you're out there listening,
I know, it's a
maybe
great
you could
idea.
let us know if you were the person. I don't know who came up with it, but we've enjoyed it. Sometimes things die out, or it gets complacent, or you realize that you're not going anywhere with it anymore, and you have to change it. But this has been one thing that has stuck, and everybody seems to love it.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, let's give credit where it's due. It's still going because of Coach Anderson.
Oh.
Let's just be honest, right?
I wish.
It's all on him. It's all him. No, it takes a lot of people to pull this off every year. It's just not putting out a flyer and then hoping it works out. Everybody involved, especially you, Kristi, puts in a lot of work on this.
Well, yeah, and it's a PTO fundraiser. So the PTO, our PTO president, Brianna Causey, she does a great job getting sponsors, and the parents, my kids have participated in it too. So, I've got people out there that have donated money, but we have kids that bring in thousands of dollars just by themselves, so our community really supports our school, and we do appreciate that.
Do you hand out any kind of trophies or anything for the amount raised?
We do. The PTO does hand out trophies for that. My child's never received a trophy for that, but
Mine never did either.
Mine did not. No. I support the school, but no, I don't know. I don't know any totals or anything about how that works, but I do know that the students do receive trophies for raising the most money. I think the classroom who raises the most money may get like a pizza or popcorn party or something like that. So there are some awards in there for individuals and as a group.
And we appreciate the ones that go above and beyond.
Yes.
But, and here's the important thing, and I have done a lot of fundraising in my life. Those dollars add up. Those quarters add up. Used to do the fundraisers every year, and we would have people pull up, and they would just take their cup holder in their car where they've been collecting change for 6 months and just dump it out in the bucket. That stuff adds up quick.
It does.
So there is no such thing as a contribution that's not a big deal.
Right,
Exactly.
not too small. That's right.
You bring a quarter, you've accomplished something. You've done something because they add up. But at the same time, it is nice to recognize those that obviously put a lot of hustle and pulled a lot of strings.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And if you've never seen a second grader pull strings to get donation money, you haven't lived, because it is an education in and of itself. Bat those big eyes. But Papa. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some put out on Facebook, like they'll video their child saying that they're raising money, and that really does pull at the heartstrings. And we're very fortunate that we're able to take donations online. So that helps out for people that have family out of town and that kind of stuff too.
Do you have a link to that we can give on the air and send people over there and just start dumping money in real quick?
I don't know.
See, I always ask the awkward questions
right.
Nobody's ready for.
Yeah.
That's my calling card at this point.
I know there's a link on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a link on Facebook that's been shared, I think, through the PTO Facebook page and the library Facebook page, North Pike Elementary Library Facebook page. So maybe you could check that out if you're wanting to donate.
That's the easiest way to do it, because unless it's something short and simple and sweet, nobody's going to remember /home /backspace / whatever. So yeah, just go there to Facebook. Go find. I'm going to call out the North Pike Library because I'm a library guy. You know that. Go to the North Pike Library page, and they'll have the link there.
Yes.
And you can find it there, and then you can click it, and then you can get your card out, and then you can help.
Yes. We appreciate it.
You got to give explicit instructions, Coach. You know that.
Oh, yeah. I know.
How many times have you looked at somebody and said, I said dribble. Do you know what dribble means?
I was just discussing that yesterday in practice.
That's the thing, because it gets down to the basics sometimes.
Exactly.
Spooky Sprint coming up this afternoon. It's not too late to support it, to help out. It's not too late to do something good for the school, which is doing something great for your kids. So I think doing something good is the least we could do, right?
That's right.
Any chance I could put on an outfit and come over and run?
Anytime.
More than welcome.
Now, the 5th grader isn't eligible, but the old guy with the beard, yeah, bring it on, sir.
That'll bring more community members out.
Right.
The sad thing is, I'm running down the hall with a bunch of completely turned loose, Halloween-dressed elementary school kids. I still wouldn't be the most mature person in the group, so I'm not sure if my ego can take it at this point. Great event. It's fantastic stuff. Anything else we want to hit before we go?
Everybody's welcome to come out tonight and support our students in our school, and we would love to see everybody there.
Coach?
Just piggyback off what Miss Bird said. Come on out. You don't have a reason not to. We got food for you. The kids go through the trunk or treat, so come out and enjoy a nice family atmosphere and have fun with our Spooky Sprint.
It's a great event every year. It's a unique event. I don't know of anybody else that does this.
I've not heard anybody that has, but, people are welcome to try it for themselves.
They'll do it one time, and then they'll go, oh, wait, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It is.
Never mind. I don't have the time for that. That may be why it's not anywhere else, because we have a staff at North Pike that is second to none, I think.
We do. We have a lot of good teachers, a lot of good support in our classrooms, and we appreciate everyone.
And we also have improving dribbling skills. So it's a good thing all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
Good time for everybody. Coach Anderson, Kristi Bird, enjoyed it as always. Good luck. Have fun chasing little ghosts who decide they just want to keep running when they get to the end of the hall.
Well, we set some barricades out there to kind of contain them.
In case you thought I was joking, I know how this works. Spooky Sprint tonight. Go to Facebook, the North Pike Library account on Facebook. They've got a link to where you can go help out. I don't care if it's $1. Dollars add up. 10 people donate $1. That means you've collected, $10. So it adds up quickly. Please go participate and help out. We continue on this Thursday morning right after this on SuperTalk, Mississippi Pike County 93.5.
Southwest Supply Company is your local source for supplying your office, restaurant, concession stand, or household, cleaning and janitorial supplies, food service items, and more. We're proud to be able to deliver all of your office supplies, office furniture, and business machines. Call 601-684-5521 or visit us at 1036 Gordon Covington Road in Summit. Southwest Supply Company, delivering weekly to Macomb, Brookhaven, and surrounding areas.
Ladies, your health is your priority, and the Women's Health Center in Macomb is here to support you. We're thrilled to announce the return of Dr. Ann Vu. Dr. Vu joins our dedicated team, including Dr. Kevin Richardson, nurse practitioner Shayla Stanberry, and midwife Tara Givens. From routine checkups to specialized care, we offer comprehensive services tailored to your needs. Schedule your appointment today. Visit us at 1318 Harrison Avenue or call 601-684-2300. The Women's Health Center, where your well-being comes first.
North Pike football is back. It's another exciting season of North Pike Jaguar football on SuperTalk Mississippi Pike County 93.5. Brought to you by Southern Metalworks, Toyota of Brookhaven, Burden Tree Service, Exhaust Pro, Southwest Health, Peterbilt of Macomb, and Lot Furniture. It's North Pike Jaguar football on the air at 93.5 FM. Available online at supertalkpikecounty.com and through your Alexa devices.
Don't miss Dave in the morning, even when you miss it the first time. You can catch it on the podcast. Missing out would be a crime. SuperTalk 93.5 is always the place to be. Wanna get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. It's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple are just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have to pray. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. It's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, or just right there on the page.
Seems like each time I'm with you I lose my mind, because I'm bending over backwards to relate. It's one thing to complain, but when you're driving me insane, well then I think it's time that we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head, instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in
Welcome back. SuperTalk Mississippi Pike County 93.5. Thursday morning. It is North Pike Thursday. And the old ball coach has reminded me, sent me a message. Glad he did. Kind of a little North Pike Thursday add-on after our normal interview. Tomorrow night, it is the recognition of the 2010 South State Championship North Pike Jaguar football team. Reception is going to be at the North Entry Gate. That's not where it was originally planned. It's been moved there. It's going to be at the North Entry Gate. They're going to get recognized at halftime. The reception is going to be at 5 before the game. And then a halftime recognition of the 2010 South State Championship football team. It's a reunion. Everybody that can go that was involved in that team, they want them to be there. It's going to be a good time. It's good to remember the accomplishments. It's good to recognize them. I am just absolutely stunned that was 15 years ago. I mean, I knew I was getting old, but come on. That was 15 years ago. 2010. Of course, I keep falling into the trap of when somebody says that something was 30 years ago, I automatically assume it was in the 70s because my brain stopped updating about 2000. Y2K affected my brain. My computer was fine. My brain... So, yeah, it's just mind-boggling to me that it has been, that it doesn't seem like that long. That was a heck of a season, too. Man, that was a heck of a season. Oh, you're not making it better. You're not. I was going to talk about the fact that they have an off night tonight, tomorrow night with Macomb High. Next Friday is the Green and Gold game, Macomb and South Pike. It's also senior night. They're starting that also at 5 o'clock, recognizing the football players, the seniors. Halftime, they'll recognize the other seniors that participate in various programs. But just got pointed out that Macomb High won state, the Cardiac Kids, as we called them on the air, because all year long, every game, they found a way to snatch victory from defeat because they were losing right up until they won. Felt like every week, and that went all the way through to Jackson. That was 25 years ago. Good grief. Good grief. That was 25 years ago. But it is what it is. Time keeps marching on, whether you approve or not. I've noticed that over the years. And to be quite honest, it's annoying. And I wish it would stop doing that and just give us like a free year. Haven't we had our card punched enough by now to get a free year? Somebody root around and see if you got a coupon. 35 states in America, the gas price is now on average below $3 a gallon. We are one of them, about $2.50, $2.60, somewhere in that neighborhood, depending on where you go. Right here in Pike County and in the southwest Mississippi area in general. It's moving in the right direction. Now, it may be about to go back up a little bit because of the sanctions against Russia. Those two oil companies only produce 6% of the world's fossil fuels. But on the other side, those two companies produce 6% of the world's fossil fuels. So it's having a little bit of an impact on the markets this morning. So you may see some fluctuation because you know just as well as I do in the oil industry, when it goes up immediately. When it comes down, it's going to take a minute. We got to fiddle with the books and make sure everything is proper before we go down. That's what it feels like. Oh, we once stayed as players 41 years ago. You're not helping. This is piling on. You're making it worse. Crying out loud. It's just not necessary. So anyway, keep an eye on the pump. You may see some things go up a little bit at the pump when you go to fill up. I would assume it would happen sooner rather than later. The good news is you at least may be headed in the direction, and might have done it this morning. I did it this morning. I'm not too proud to admit, of swapping over from using the air conditioner in your car to the heater. High today of 80, nice and warm. Tonight, clear, a low of 51. Put that in perspective. It's currently 53, so a little bit cooler than it is right now. But I'm looking at the National Weather Service page, and I'm seeing words I'm not sure I was ready to see. Currently in Pike County, 53 degrees with a wind chill of 52. It's not much, but we officially have a wind chill right now in Pike County. We do have rain on the way, by the way. 40% chance Saturday, 60% Saturday night. Showers on Sunday, showers on Monday, showers on Tuesday, and then we go back to clear skies and a lot cooler. High today, 80. High next Wednesday, 71. So heading into Halloween, it's going to feel like Halloween, and I think we should be happy with that. I'm happy with that. I don't know about you, but I am. We do also need to keep an eye on that storm down in the Caribbean. I am honestly going to be stunned if it comes in this direction because we have that pressure ridge that's just sitting there. We got all this dry air that would defang anything that went into it anyway, but it's bouncing off of it like a force field. That's part of the reason why that storm they're saying is going to be massive but it's just kind of meandering. It's just kind of bouncing around because the direction it would normally want to go in, well, the road's closed. The road's blocked in that direction. It can't go that way. It can't go to the north, really, in any part of the north, unless it curves way back around and goes out to the northeast, which, of course, is fine with all of us. But we have to keep an eye on it because if that pressure ridge breaks or moves off, well, it's slowly drifting to the west, and it'll be positioned to curve right up into the Gulf if it does. I don't think it's going to happen. That's not the way it's being forecast. That's not what the data shows. If I had a nickel for every time the data has shown something that turned out to not turn out that way, I would be broadcasting from my boat in Bimini right now. So you got to have a little bit of caution here and at least pay attention to it. I still will be shocked if we see anything out of it. Possibly some residual rain eventually, maybe. This is why I didn't go into meteorology. I have this nasty habit of telling the truth about the weather. Gets me in trouble sometimes because everybody else is running around with their underwear on fire, screaming, "We're all going to die. It's horrible. We'll never find the cattle. It's going to be terrible." And I'm sitting here going, maybe not, probably not. Calm down. Now, there is enlightened self-interest here. I take that attitude because it makes it easier for me to go pick up bread and milk when I realize I've forgotten it. Don't laugh at me. You're one of the ones going 5 loaves and 3 gallons deep when you hear the first whisper of a storm, aren't you? Still don't understand. And, been tied up on the network all week. Haven't had a chance really to talk about it. Last Friday night, it is North Pike Thursday. Let's recognize this. When is the last time you heard of an 0-6 team decisively taking out a 7-0 team? That doesn't happen. That's also, as Chris Berman always used to say about NFL games on ESPN, that's why we play the games. It all came together Friday night for the North Pike Jaguars. Well-deserved. As you know, last week, 1 week ago today, we had Coach Anderson in here talking about it. And, Paul, we were talking about how the season went, and he made it very clear, and anybody who's ever been involved with football knows this. The expression that ball bounces funny is not just an expression, it's the truth. It can bounce the wrong way about 3 times in a game, and it changes the whole game. You go from winning to losing. Just like that. That's why it's so important to get the fundamentals and all the stuff that you can control right, because there's some stuff you can't control. There have been some instances of that for North Pike this year. Friday night, all those bounces went in the right direction. And I could not have been happy. I want you to picture, I want you to form this mental image for just a moment. Put yourself in this situation. You're a high school kid. You're a senior. You're a junior. Heck, you're a 9th grader. It doesn't matter. But you're a senior. This is your last football season in high school. And it has been a struggle. Week after week after week, you've had problems, you've had difficulties, you've lost week after week after week. This is not the way you wanted to go out. This is not the way you wanted your high school football career to end. And then you come up on your final homecoming as a North Pike Jaguar student. And it all comes together. All of your hard work finally pays off, and you get the win against an undefeated team. Cloud 9 is too low to describe where you'd be riding at that point. Could not be happier for those kids. All the kids at North Pike, but especially the football team, because holy cow, they are now officially the poster children of perseverance. You keep going. You keep working. You keep trying your best. It doesn't matter how bad it has stank so far. You still keep trying your best. Because sooner or later, eventually, if you do that for long enough, if you're consistent for long enough, you win. And you win big. I want you to pause for just a moment and realize I'm not just talking about football here, or basketball, or any sport at all. That's life in general. Keep getting kicked in the shins? Well, keep digging. Sooner or later, you'll have a good day. It's hard to see that when you're in the middle of a string of bad days, because that's, to me, the part that is so impressive about what the Jags did Friday night. You're 0-6. Every time you have gone out there and they have started the clock for a game, you walk back to the locker room at the end with a loss. Again, 6 times in a row. They tried 6 times, lost 6 times. It would be very easy to give up. Just go through the motions. Just make it look like I'm doing something. What's the point of this? Why am I bothering? Why should I care? Because sometimes that 7th game is a world changer. That's why. So as you go through your daily life, I want you to learn a lesson from this year's North Pike Jaguar football team. You're down, things are not going your way. It seems like every day you wake up and it's more horrible news. It's another punch in the gut. Why do I bother? Why should I keep pushing? Why should I keep struggling? I'll tell you why, because after those 6 losses, that 7th one, where you win and win big, there's no sweeter feeling in the world. So I think we need to call it Jaguar Motivation. Start a class. Get the kids in here to teach it. There's a difference between losing and being a loser, and we always forget that, it seems, especially if the losing goes on for a while. Just a little something to keep in mind. Congratulations to North Pike for that win. 0-6 took down a fairly well-regarded 7-0 team. Man, that's nice. We continue on this Thursday morning right after this on SuperTalk, Mississippi Pike County. Keep it here.
Dr. Patrick Daigle is now seeing patients at Mississippi Women's OBGYN. While his location has changed from the Women's Health Center, Dr. Daigle's commitment to exceptional care remains stronger than ever. You'll find the same trusted care now at a new location within the Southwest Health Network. Dr. Daigle and Dr. James Nobles providing comprehensive women's health services at Mississippi Women's OBGYN. Same trusted care, new location, 205 Marion Avenue in Macomb, or call 601-250-4275.
North Pike football is back. It's another exciting season of North Pike Jaguar football on SuperTalk Mississippi Pike County 93.5. Brought to you by Southern Metal Works, Toyota of Brookhaven, Burton Tree Service, Exhaust Pro, Southwest Health, Peterbilt of Macomb, and Lot Furniture. It's North Pike Jaguar football on the air at 93.5 FM. Available online at supertalkpikecounty.com and through your Alexa devices.
Don't miss Dave in the morning. Even when you miss it the first time, you can catch it on the podcast. Missing out would be a crime. SuperTalk 93.5 is always the place to be. Wanna get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. It's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or any anytime you have the crave. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
Dave Hughes here. Remember, every weekday morning at 9:06, it's Dave in the Morning, where we solve the problems of the world, or at least complain about them really loudly and sarcastically. And if you miss out, you can catch up with the podcast version of Dave in the Morning at SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. Welcome back. Super Talk, Mississippi, Pike County, 93.5. Ag Commissioner Andy Gibson was in town this week talking about his run for governor. Talked to the Macomb Rotary Club about it. I am pretty firmly convinced with everybody I've talked to. I talk to Andy every so often, talk to everybody else involved every so often, and I got to tell you, next year has the potential to be one whale of an election season. Now, again, going back to something that Richard said this morning during his interview, it seems like we're in perpetual election cycle land. It never stops. We never stop. I've talked about that before. Because we're talking about a race that is next year. Candidates will declare in January. It's October. We've already been talking about next year's elections for several months now. And I think we have reached the point where there are too many people that have made politics their personality. They've made it their entire life. We have gotten it twisted, I think. And that's obviously not against Andy, not against anyone. It's just a fact of the way it is and the way things have developed and turned out. There is nothing. I want you to name anything that you can do all day, every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for a 10-year period and still be good at it at the end of that decade, at least at the level you were when you started. Human beings don't work that way. You have to take a break. Trust me, when everything was being organized by Henry Ford originally, who introduced the 40-hour work week and discovered, I'm getting more out of them if they get a break. You have to have a break sometimes from the nonstop electioneering. With special elections, we got a special election coming up in a week or two. There are no off years anymore. There is no, we're done with that. Oh, no, there will be another one coming along shortly. It's always the way it is. Is there a solution? I don't think so right now, because there's far too many people that, again, it's their entire life. And I'm not talking about the candidates here. Got to run for office. They've broadened it out like Christmas at Walmart. Happy Halloween, by the way. With some, Christmas thrown in. Got to include Christmas there. Because Christmas, you start seeing all the stuff about it and having it pushed on you in July at this point. What happens when you do that? Changes your perception of it. It's no longer a special event when it's half the year. Same thing with elections. It's no longer a big deal for a lot of people in their mind when there's another one that's going to be around in about 2 months. That's the feeling. The exhaustion kicks in and people stop caring. That's part of the reason why turnout has gone down over the years. People are tuning out because still, it's not even again. It's still. I'm not sure what the solution is, except that you have to reach a point where it becomes clear that the continuous electioneering is affecting people's ability to get in office. Then all of a sudden you'd start to see things change a little bit, I think. Because this is a danger. This is a problem. We had an enormous turnout and an enormous election result back in November for President Trump. There were several motivating factors, but one of those was, oddly enough, we had a 4-year break in the middle where we got to see how the other side was going to handle it. Whether it was legitimate or not, we got that 4 years. And everybody said, oh no, and got motivated. It's hard to get motivated. It's hard to stay motivated about the same old year after year after year after year for a decade or more. And that's kind of where we're living right now electorally. You can have too much of a good thing. And I feel like we're kind of there. I feel like we need to take a step back, disengage every so often, because again, we got the special elections coming up for some places in the state. It's not everywhere, but let's give some grace. Let's get past that point. Let's get past those elections. After that, we've got 2 months before candidates can even declare for office for next year. That 2 months, we should not spend all of our time focused on electioneering. We shouldn't. Just ignore it. Take a break. Enjoy your holidays. Give thanks. Celebrate Christmas. Spend time with family. Spend time with friends. Spend time just relaxing. Unplug and decompress your brain. That's my advice. I know that is odd advice coming from someone who earns his living spending a decent amount of time talking politics. But it's not healthy and it's not productive to stay keyed up and focused on stuff 24/7, 365 for years, which is what we've been doing. Sooner or later, you have to take a break. If you're in the military, guess what you get? Occasionally, you get leave. You get to go home. Or at least go to town. It's not continuous all day, every day, because that's not productive. You don't get the best results doing things that way. So, I'm just putting it out there right now. We'll talk about it again later after the special election. We're going to need some unplugging time, I think. We need to treat our political cycle like a computer. Every once in a while, if you don't reboot your computer, turn it off and back on, it starts to run slow. You start to get mistakes. You start to get errors. It starts to not do what it's supposed to be doing. And what's the solution? It's a running joke. You call tech support, the first thing they're going to tell you, have you tried turning it off and back on again? What's really emotionally defeating is just how often that advice fixes the problem. Sometimes you got to turn it off and then turn it back on again and get a little bit of a reset there. That applies to everything, and I believe that also applies to the continuous, all-consuming, nonstop interest in politics and making sure everything is a political issue. Everything relates back to politics. No, it doesn't. Never has. Never will. And if you live your life that way, you are the poorer for it. In a lot of different ways. So remember, as we go into this holiday season, like I said, we got week and a half until the special elections in some parts of the state. And after that, let's just take a breather. Well, it's just, find at least 24 hours where you don't care, where it doesn't matter, where you ignore it, where you don't pay attention to the non-stop biblical level flood of information, manipulation, and propaganda that comes at you, and just live. Because if you're not spending the majority of your time living the life you want to live, what the heck are you fighting for?
If you cry out for more, if you reach out for me,
A lot of people are fighting because they enjoy a good fight.
just to keep you here with me,
And as long as it's two people with that attitude, hey, that's recreational. You have fun. Do me a favor. Keep me out of it and don't do it in my front yard. Thank you. Final break. Then we're going to get out of here for this North Pike Thursday right after this on Super Talk, Mississippi Pike County.
take a step towards you. Let me feel you in my hands. Let me cross this line and show you where it leads. There's a darkness down inside me that I know we'll both enjoy, and it's screaming from within to set it free.
Tired of living with an overactive bladder? Constant trips to the restroom and sudden leaks don't have to disrupt your life. Axonics Therapy at Southwest Urology Clinic offers a long-term solution helping you regain control and confidence. This advanced FDA-approved treatment is safe, effective, and designed to fit your lifestyle, and best of all, it's right here close to home. Take the first step toward lasting relief. Call Southwest Urology Clinic at 601-250-4344 today to learn more about Axonics Therapy, because confidence starts with control.
Don't miss Dave in the morning. Even when you miss it the first time, you can catch it on the podcast. Missing out would be a crime. Super Talk 93.5 is always the place to be. Wanna get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. It's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, but just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have the crave. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
Dave Hughes here. Remember, every weekday morning at 9:06, it's Dave in the Morning, where we solve the problems of the world, or at least complain about them really loudly and sarcastically. And if you miss out, you can catch up with the podcast version of Dave in the Morning at SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. North Pike football is back. It's another exciting season of North Pike Jaguar football on Super Talk Mississippi Pike County 93.5. Brought to you by Southern Metal Works, Toyota of Brookhaven, Burton Tree Service, Exhaust Pro, Southwest Health, Peterbilt of Macomb, and Lot Furniture. It's North Pike Jaguar football on the air at 93.5 FM. Available online at SuperTalkPikeCounty.com and through your Alexa devices. Well, once again, Dave got too talky.
Closing time.
And as a result, our bucket of minutes is empty for this Thursday, but we'll do it again tomorrow. As always, I'll be in the big chair for the morning show. 6:06 tomorrow morning. Lance and I will take over your morning, my friend. I'll see you then.
SuperTalk Mississippi Media Production.